So I just got back from seeing the Dragon Ball Z Resurrection of F. It was pretty awesome. I will say it wasn't quite exactly what I was expecting, but then again it was. I mean, they took everyone's personalities in the movie and just heightened them, like Goku's arrogance, Vegeta's pride, Frieza being Frieza. So, I mean, it was pretty awesome, but a little different than I was expecting, but still awesome nonetheless. I recommend go see it if you're a fan, because I don't want to give away any spoilers, but it was worth seeing. And it was Dragon Ball being Dragon Ball. So the movie has a lot of awesome fight scenes in it. I mean, a lot more than, the Battle of Gods, for sure. Everyone sort of gets a part in it. Trunks and Goten aren't in it. You watch the movie and find out why. I mean, there's not really any big thing. They're just really just not there. But everyone else gets a fight scene in it. Gohan needs to start training some more. I mean, he's pretty badass in the movie, but it's kind of like a gag. Like, hey, can you even go Super Saiyan? He's like, maybe. So it's, hopefully, he starts training in the new series. But I mean, it was awesome. The animation was awesome. The fight scene. I mean, the whole movie is basically fighting with, comedy aspects throughout the fighting. So it was awesome. Go see it. You'll love it. All right, now for some spoilers. So, you've been warned. Any Vegeta fans out there, they've closed the gap between Goku and Vegeta in the movie. It doesn't really show how strong Vegeta is. It just shows that he has the God Power too. So, as far as if you want to know what happens with Vegeta in the movie, pretty much he has 2 scuffles with Goku, and he does this. The entire movie. That's literally all he does, is stand there and does this and watches Goku. So they really shouldn't be surprised. I mean, Dragon Ball Z has been about Goku from the beginning, so the fact that this movie is about Goku shouldn't be a surprise. And it's pretty much Goku. Frieza is a bitch. He comes in thinking like, oh, I'm gonna be the shit, and he gets shit on. To the point where Goku seems like he's toying with him the whole time because he knows he's going to win. And it kind of takes the air out of the battle. I mean, the movie was awesome. The animation's awesome. Frieza was Frieza, being cocky as ever. And they did talk about in the beginning of the movie how Goku's way too arrogant and Vegeta's, way too into himself, basically. And that's their biggest weakness. And it kind of really does that because Frieza comes in and he kind of loses because he's really arrogant, and he as soon as he got the new golden form, he rushed straight over and he burns himself out so quick he just gets his ass kicked in the end. But Goku ends up, saving the day, but he learns a valuable lesson that by not just finishing Frieza off, things could have went really bad if Whis wasn't there because he reverses time, let Goku just kill him. It's a good lesson, but in the end, it didn't have really much of a punch, but it was an awesome movie. It's a great movie. As far as anybody wants to know who the strongest human is, it's definitely Tien. I mean, and they make a pretty big joke because Yamcha's not in this movie, and the reason he's not in this movie because Krillin shows up with Master Roshi, which this is going to sting Yamcha even more. Yes, Tien where Yamcha is, and Tien flat out says, I couldn't bring him because he's too weak, he'd get hurt. So, he brought Master Roshi and wouldn't even bring Yamcha. And it was hilarious because in the theater, everyone laughed at that because I couldn't believe they did a Yamcha joke like that, but it was awesome. Master Roshi, he's a badass. I mean, the fact that he is strong enough to take on some of the Frieza soldiers. I mean, he ends up starting to get overwhelmed eventually, but he takes out a lot of them, which kind of makes sense, but it's still funny because Master Roshi can't fly, yet he can shoot the beams and stuff that the soldiers can't do, so it's kind of funny. He can't fly, yet he's stronger than them, so kind of wish he'd learn how to fly. Krillin, he does really good, but he has to get saved by Gohan. Tien and Piccolo never need saved. Piccolo obviously doesn't need saved, but Gohan, I mean, he is a badass. At one point, Frieza goes, yeah, he could kill all these guys, all the soldiers, in an instant if he wanted, but he's purposely not killing anyone like everyone else is. So, there's that. But Gohan, he's a bitch. I mean, he was drawn so you could tell he'd lost muscle mass. They make a joke. Well, Piccolo makes a joke. Oh, can he even go Super Saiyan? But Gohan seriously was like, well, I think so. And it's like, oh, you're kidding me. And he gets one punched by Frieza, like one punch, dead almost. Piccolo saves him, but I'm hoping this in the series makes it so he starts training again. Like that's a kick in the face from punch in the chest. Actually, that hey, I got a family and I can't protect them worth shit. Maybe I should train. I hope it brings Gohan back to life with fighting life. But as far as the fight scenes was awesome. I mean, I went back and watched some of the cool fight scenes from Dragon Ball Z, and the the animations now are so much better. It's really, it's awesome. So it's definitely worth a look. I mean, that's pretty much the movie. Goku kicks the shit out of Frieza because Frieza's arrogant. I mean, he trained for basically 3-4 months, depending on the dub versus Japanese, whatever. It doesn't really matter because he basically goes, I never trained a day in my life, and I was already this strong that if I actually trained, I'd be the shit. And he was, but he got killed off real quick because he was arrogant and showed up and he couldn't hold his form long enough. And other than that was the movie. I mean, it was really good. I look forward to seeing what they're going to do in Dragon Ball Super. And as far as anything else in the movie, definitely go see it. It was awesome seeing it in the theater. That's pretty much everything there is to say about the movie. Whis and Beerus basically just eat stuff. It's kind of their thing. That's all they do is eat stuff. So there's a lot of comedy, we'll give it that. And it was worth it. It was definitely awesome. I had a smile the whole time in the theater. But yeah, if you're a Vegeta fan, he pretty much does that the whole time, just stares. And at least they made it so he has the God power too, and you see that. So it's like, all right, he's closing that gap in on Goku to where he's finally a true rival. I mean, seeing them fight back and forth was so cool because they basically start bickering, and so they just start fighting until they figure out a solution and they stop, and it's just like it's cool to see. So check it out. Keep checking out my channel, like, comment, subscribe.